learners, welcome to the Science Lab. And the way you know this is a science lab is because there's a sign. And it is a science lab, not a kitchen. So there you go. Welcome to the new Science Lab. Well, for today, what I wanted to do is to go to the mystery that's called Why Do Trees Grow So Tall? This is mystery 3 of 5 in the Plant Adventures unit. And I wanted to show you the activity because I figured it might be a little tricky for some of you to do this activity at home. So hopefully you watched the directions so far, and now I'll show you what it's like to set it up. And then I'll show you in a couple days, and in a week, I'll show you an update so that way you can see what's happening with this activity. It's kind of fun. All right, here we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm using my iPad to go along with Doug's directions so that way I can make sure that I have everything that I need. So one of the things that we need is some old nylon stockings. So this is some nylons that I had that had a hole in them. So this will be perfect for this activity. So what I'm gonna do is just cut off a couple of sections of this, like maybe about that big-ish. And another section, let's see if I cut it right here. And I cut this, and I cut this part here in half. Then I can have 3. So I'm gonna set up 3 of these things. The next thing that I'm gonna do is to just tie a knot at the end of this. Then I turn the knot inside out. See what I mean? In just a second. So I'm tying the knot because that was one of the parts where I had cut here and I cut here. So I needed to tie a knot there. This part is the toe of the nylon stockings. That's the part that, this is the part that had a hole in it. So this is the part that I don't need to tie a knot in it just because it already has a closed end to it. So I am gonna tie a knot in this one too. The other ends though, I'm leaving open. Let me do this. All right, so the next step is that I need to take my paper towel and hold my paper towel like that. And Doug's instructions are to fold up about 2 inches. So there it is, I folded it up about 2 inches. And now I'm just continuing to fold the whole thing in a strip. So it ends up like this. So approximately 2 inches tall. Next step, Doug says to fold the strip around a popsicle stick. Now, you know what? I don't have popsicle sticks at my house. But I have a bunch of spoons. And since I know I'm not going to be throwing this away, it's not going to get ruined or anything, I'm just going to use a spoon out of my drawer. And he says to roll the strip like this around what's supposed to be a popsicle stick. And then to put a rubber band around it. So put a rubber band around it. I'm going to do the same thing for my other paper towels because like I said, I'm going to be making 3 of these. So let me do that real quick. Now I'm supposed to take another paper towel and wrap it around this one. So I'm going to go like that and put another rubber band around kind of the neck. So in other words, this is now a head. So let me do that, wrap that around, rubber band. Now this whole thing is going to be shoved up inside one of these sock things. So it's okay if it doesn't quite look perfect at this point because it will look a lot better once it's inside. Oops, need one more rubber band. Okay, and number 3. Now that I have all of them done, I'm going to draw a little face on here, just a very simple little face. There we go. There's one little face. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to look a little weird because it's going to be through that sock thing anyway. So it's not like you're really going to see a lot of details. But I'm just going to try to do it, you know, some silly little smiley faces or something. Maybe this one will just be a simple smile. Yay. And then one more. About the eyes a different way. Bigger eyes this time and a mouth that's just going, oh, oh. Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm going to need some additional materials. So now I need a glass of water. And I'm going to dip my head into the water. When I take it out, I'm going to let it drip for a little bit. And then I'm going to set it on the plate. Look, it started to run. Oh no, that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to dip them all in. Here's my water, dipping it in. Oh no, I'm drowning. Oh no. Let it drip off a little. And my last one in the water. Drip, drip, dip, and drip. Okay, now I'm good. Now the next thing to do is I need to have some grass seeds. So in the science lab, I have a really big thing of grass seeds, and I took some out, put them in the Ziploc, and brought them home with me. You can buy grass seeds if you wanted to do this yourself. You can buy grass seeds at Home Depot. They come in really big bags. That's what I have in the science lab, but they also come in smaller kind of boxes, so you might be able to do that. Now, what I need to do is take my head and I'm going to roll it and dip it in the grass seeds. Now, think about it. Wherever the grass seeds are, that's where potentially they're going to sprout and grow, right? So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to think of where I might want grass to be growing. So if that's my head, I don't really want grass all over the face. Or do you? You could certainly have some facial hair, if you will, on your grass head. So I'm just kind of rolling it around in this bowl of seeds and getting them good. So that looks pretty good to me. Awesome. Then the next thing to do is if you have somebody helping you, it's really easy to do this if someone is helping, but I'm just going to do it myself. I'm a trained professional. I should be able to do this myself. So I'm going to put this like this. I'm just kind of grabbing it. Oops, I just spilled the water. And voila, look, the hole that was in the sock is right there on the forehead. That looks funny. And I need one more rubber band. And this time it's going around the neck again, like so. And I'm done with that one. So now I'm going to continue with my other grass heads. So again, the step was to just kind of roll it in the seeds, get it good, and all over the place where I want it. I forgot to do the step where I turn these inside out, so I'm going to do that now. So the knot is on the inside, and that is, there we go. So as I did that, I just made sure to put the knot kind of back here, not on his face, because I didn't want the knot to be right on his face. All right, so we'll put that there. One more, no, that probably is good. Okay, and then the final one, wet paper towel thing, dipping, rolling, getting the grass seeds all stuck to his head. And in fact, what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to leave it the knot turned inside out way. So there's the knot right there at the top. I'm going to put the knot where I want it, right there. Then just flip it over into position. I'm just sort of making it so that way I can see his face a little bit better, like smoothing it around, putting the rubber band. Now, when we set these up, we can actually set them in a way so that way we can do a little bit of an experiment. Let me show you. So I have these 3 beakers, and what I'm going to do, I brought them from the science lab. See, this is a science lab. We even have beakers, just like a real science lab. So what I was going to do with these is I'm going to have one that I'm just going to have sitting straight up like this. And I'll set him back here for a minute so you stay out of the way. Thank you. I'm going to have another one that I'm going to put face down. So there's his face, and I'm going to put him face down over the beaker like that. And the last one I was going to do, I was going to have him kind of on his side. So I'm going to have him this way. So his head is facing out this direction. So I'm going to set all those over in my windowsill, and we'll check on those in a couple of days. So if you wanted to do this yourself, go ahead and you can follow those directions that I just gave, and you can do it yourself. Otherwise, I will make another video to show you what we have going on with our 3 grass heads. See you later. Bye.